Hey guys, it's Jason over at Kaiser Willys again. Today I'm going to talk about another commonly asked question. We do have diagrams breaking this down, but I wanted to kind of get some hands-on, up in your face kind of video of it. This is our truck and station wagon steering wheel. We do have this one in ivory as well as black. There's an early steering wheel that we are making currently, but we do have the ivory and black in stock now. You can purchase those on kaiserwillys.com. As well as all the parts that are shown here in the video. So this is our ivory horn button. So that's our ivory horn button. I've got like some hardware here. Got the rubber cushions, the pins. I've got our retainer and the inner horn button cup. So the way this all goes together is you'll see right here you've got 3 screws. And that's going to hold down our retainer. Our retainer is going to have the cushions and the pins. And then I'll show you how all this really works. But then you've got these little holes right here, which are what the pins are going to recede into. So let's go ahead and start this. So the first thing that'll go in is your inner horn button cup. This is going to make contact with your horn when this whole assembly gets pushed in. So there's going to be a gap between the horn button contact and this, and when you press on the button, it's going to make that contact, which is going to make your horn go off. So right here you've got little tangs, and it's kind of hard to see, but you got 1, 2, 3. Those line up with this horn button cup tangs. So what you'll do, and occasionally this will be kind of a tight fit, so you may have to play with these with some needle nose pliers so you can get them to an angle at which they'll all slip in at the same time so that you're not fighting this thing. You want it to be tight, but you also want it to stay in there. So now that I've got this all seated, that's what your inner horn button cup right here is going to look like. Now the next thing to know, there's an orientation to this. So this would be as if I'm sitting in the vehicle with my hands on this like this. The W is going to want to go upwards, right? So let's put that guy aside. This is where our inner horn button ring comes into play. This guy will line up with the holes like so. So in order to make sure that this is oriented right, you want to make sure that this is oriented right in the steering wheel. So you've got our 3 holes that are lined up there. So now what we'll do is we'll take our little pins, our screws, and you'll run those into the holes. Okay, now that we've got our retainer ring is held down, the next thing to do will be to take our rubber cushions and the pin. Now what you'll see is you've got this hole here. You've got this pin, you've got a flat side, and then you've got a rounded side. The rounded side is going to want to go towards the center of the steering wheel. That's what's going to push into those little holes of your horn button. So this guy slides right into there. You'll also notice there is a round edge and a flat edge. And then you've got this guy right here. What you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to slip that upper round part of the back of this in, and you'll see that is going to seat right behind this little ledge, and it also follows the contour of that. So I've done that with each one of these. These can be kind of hard to kind of slip in kind of tight. You can put a little Dawn dish soap or something like that on this if it is kind of tight to get it into this. It'll help it slip into place better, and then it'll just wash off if you end up washing it off. So we'll get the other 3 in. Or the other 2, sorry. Okay, so now that we've got our rubber cushions in place, the last step of the equation is to slip these holes to where they line up with the pins. You'll feel a good pop. That is in place. And now, as you can see, I can depress this and the rubber cushions are going to retract it back into an upwards position. That is how you install the horn button, all the stuff behind that later steering wheel for the truck wagon. And this is, again, we have this steering wheel in black and ivory, and we have the button in black and ivory. We also have all of the components that were in this video for sale on KaiserWillys.com. We do have a diagram breaking this whole thing down, but this is just to show you how that diagram kind of collapses back in when you're doing an installation. So I hope that helps. I hope that gives you a better idea of what it looks like inside the horn button of the truck and station wagon. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next video.